What's going on, guys? Apathetic here, and today we are covering the best Titan build for competitive and quick play in PvP. I'll be covering my go-to subclass, the exotics that pair best with my subclass of choice, and my armor loadout that will help set us up for success when playing PvP with our Titan. Let's get into it. So to cover all our bases with our Titan, starting with the class ability, we want to make sure no matter what subclass you choose, we are using Towering Barricade. When we talk about utility, Towering Barricade has so many uses. You can use it to buy you extra time to survive a gunfight, lock down a point, lock down heavy. You can use it to dodge certain kind of grenades, bait your opponents. The list just goes on, and it's such a powerful class ability that simultaneously increases your lethality and survivability and your ability to support objectives. A real no-brainer on this one, guys. Moving on to the jump, we want to use Strafe Lift, and similar to Burst Glide on Warlock, it allows your jump to keep you more horizontal and keeps you from feeling too floaty. And just so you guys know, I don't use a macro with the jump on PC. I just use it regularly and it works just fine. Lastly, for our grenade, I'm honestly pretty torn because Pulse Grenade has so much utility, especially when it comes to breaking other Titan barricades and locking down specific areas. Lightning grenades are equally powerful, but someone could just shoot it off a wall, so they do require a little more tact, and I feel most players don't have issues dodging lightning nades. So honestly, for me, guys, the grenade I would try or go with would personally be the Pulse Grenade, but try both and see what works for you. Starting with my subclass of choice, when I first started playing Titan, I was thinking Sentinel was hands down going to be my choice for competitive and general quick play. And don't get me wrong, Sentinel is very, very good. It's a ton of utility, and for certain situations, especially in competitive, it can be the top choice. And I wouldn't be mad if you felt that was the best subclass for you. But then I tried Striker, and specifically the Code of the Juggernaut, and this subclass is nuts. And if you haven't tried it since they buffed it during Arc Week, I promise this subclass tree will blow you away. Now, jumping into Code of the Juggernaut, we're going to break this all down, starting with Reversal. Melee kills immediately trigger health regeneration, and this perk does wonders to increase your survivability while in super, and especially since it's a super that requires you to get relatively close, and you will often be in a situation where you're running at your opponent. Having this is a game changer. It allows you to take out a couple of opponents, step behind cover, regen your health, and just keep on going. Any super with health regen is going to be deadly, and this is no exception. And now we get into Trample. We're destroying enemies with Fist of Havoc. It extends its duration. So now you have a super that upon kills regens health, and then on top of that, those same kills extend its duration further. It's honestly these two perks together that really, for me, put the super above the rest for Titan. The other subclasses for Titan have some things that either regen health or extend duration, but only the Code of the Juggernaut has both. And as you'll see in the gameplay, I'm able to go on for what feels like forever with this super. Like, damn, I thought Bottom Tree Dawnblade was long, and it, you know, it is, but not even that super has health regen too. I literally felt so OP in this subclass, guys, making this super with this Bottom Tree easily one of the best in the game. It really allows you to stay in super so long with little fear of dying, as long as you were using it tactfully. Man, if that wasn't enough, now we got Knockout. Critically wounding an enemy or breaking their shield increases your melee range and damage. And I severely underestimated this perk. So it lasts about 5 seconds, and it typically, once it's triggered, you're going to one-hit melee most of your opponents. This perk is so fun to abuse, and there doesn't seem to really be a cooldown on how often it procs. So what sometimes happens with this perk is you get one kill and another enemy starts pushing you, and say you shotgun them and do at least some damage, your melee will not only lunge from far away, but the damage is generally going to be enough to kill them. And guys, I can't tell you how much I absolutely love this perk. It really allows you to just go around stringing kills together and abusing your melee, and because it refreshes so often, if you're slaying out, you're going to basically have this perk always procced, and this really adds a lethal element to your Titan's neutral game. Lastly guys, you have frontal assault. Strike an enemy with this melee ability to reload your weapon and increase both your weapon stability and weapon damage. So I'm sure you're wondering, how much damage, Appa? It's a great question. So when this perk is procced, it basically gives you kill clip for 15 seconds. What? I hope you guys are seeing the synergy this has with knockout, because once you kill someone or damage someone with this melee ability, typically you're going to have frontal assault giving you kill clip and knockout both procced, taking our neutral game to the next level. This subclass guys, honestly, it has insane slaying potential because of how often you can proc these perks and the impact it has on your neutral game and how much more damage it allows you to do to your enemies. And that's before you even get into the lethality of this super and the extended duration and health regen. Code of the Juggernaut is the best all-around subclass for Titan and arguably one of the best, if not the best, pure slaying super in the game. But let me know in the comments below what your favorite subclass is for Titan and why. Moving on to the best exotic for this subclass, and my build, God, I'm sorry guys, I hate to do this, but it can't be denied. One-Eyed Mask is going to be the best PvP exotic, even post nerf. I tried to change it up guys, but honestly, there are some other nice exotics, but One-Eyed Mask still is tops. Being able to track your enemies through walls is incredibly useful in landing your shots, since you can easily tell when they will pop out of cover or if they're trying to jump above you in the case of like hunters. It takes all the surprise away from fighting a 1v1 engagement, and on top of that you get that health and ultimately overshield regen when you kill those marked targets. It's really the icing on the cake to further complement the already extremely powerful neutral game of the bottom tree striker. And like I said, there's definitely some other Titan exotics that you can make really cool builds with, but again, One-Eyed Mask is just still too good if we're looking to slay out as much as possible. Lastly guys, for our armor build, I'm going to actually change what I've said in the past. In my Warlock build video, I talked about how I focus on resilience and recovery, but after doing some experimentation, I found that mobility and recovery are the better options to focus on for your armor build. Mobility not only helps with overall movement when Titan skating, but also helps significantly with your strafe, as some of you pointed out in the comments in my Warlock build video. This also puts you in a place where you can also get in and out of engagements faster, which is always a plus. You do want to make sure you have at least one resilience though, so you aren't getting two tapped by guns like the Ace of Spades. Then from there, I would try to have 6 or higher recovery with what's left going into mobility. This will give you good survivability by getting your health back quickly, and also make sure your movement and strafe feel pretty smooth as well. As far as scavenger perks, whether it's shotgun or sniper, fusion rifle, you're going to stack those perks up as much as possible to make sure that ammo isn't an issue for whatever special weapon of choice you decide to go with. So as you guys can see, bottom tree striker is no joke. The lethality of the neutral game with perks that give you kill clip, improved melee range and damage, and a super that can last a very long time and gives you health regen. It's just crazy strong guys, and pair that with One-Eyed Mask and the right armor build for recovery and mobility, and you'll be stomping in the Crucible in no time. Hope you guys found this video helpful. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Zone advantage is yours. You're dominating the field. Don't let up. Zone A lost. captured. Zone advantage is yours.